Hey. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Thanks for joining. I hope you will find this one interesting. Of course, it's a very bold claim. So I'm Sharon, CMO at ChainGPT. We have 3 companies, an investment arm, one of the best launchpads out there. By the way, our CEO is here. And AI company, we're developing different AI applications for blockchain retail users. So that's in a brief. At the end, you can scan my QR code and check more about us. Let's start. So yeah, it's kind of very depressing, I will say, statement, but only if you think about complexity. This is blockchain today, right? We are talking about technology. There's a lot of like bridges and coins and communities in Telegram and Discord. I will say, if you really love complexity and this is your game, go on. But I think if you try to explain blockchain to your grandma, to your friend, to your mother, or people around you, they don't really care about a tech. Come on, like who cares about a tech? When you open your phone today, did you think about AWS, MySQL, open source, crypto? Even if your daily transactions, look at the past few days or even a year, when was the last time in your daily life some of your friends around you interacted or knew is interacting with blockchain, right? So nobody really cares about a tech. This is overwhelming, even to think about all the terms and jargons, and people talk about adoption and getting more people into blockchain. So if you're in a game of confusion, go ahead. You're going to win, a big one, right? If you want to talk only to crypto users, degens, and that's your game, you're more than welcome. But I think everybody talks about adoption, and AI is something to offer. I'm going to share more about this. So let's talk a little bit about AI, which is OpenAI. Started almost 4 years ago, right? You're probably all using ChatGPT, right? Who is using ChatGPT in the crowd? When was the last, let's say, in the past week, did you use ChatGPT or any AI application? Okay, great. So if you think about when they started 5 days later, 5 days, 1 million users. And it's not like users who claim airdrop or playing a game. This is users, their problem are being solved. I think it's one of the fastest growth in history, maybe top 2. And this is it, simplicity. People come here to solve their problems. Basically, AI is an abstraction layer for problem solving, right? You all know this screen. You just write something and you get an answer. Very simple. My mom using it. If my mom can use it, this is exactly where we need to do with blockchain. Nobody talks about this. Do you know how AI is working? What's behind the scene? Everybody's like, there's somebody around you who talks about LLM, transformers. Did you read the white paper? No, you don't care. You just solve your problem, right? This is about solving problem or making money, creating an opportunity, new jobs with simplicity. So I think the users nowadays, that's what they expect. Simplicity, abstraction. I don't want to make a decision. I want to think. I want to give it to the AI and get my answer about my mental health, about my career advice, my financial, what do I do with friends, how do I make better marketing. That's it. And they are screaming about it. It's just like, hey, this is the standard today, right? And it's going to be improved. Yeah, working, no? Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if you know, more than 5 billion visits per month just for OpenAI. 5 billion. And we're talking about 500 million monthly active users, which is insane, right, for one company. And not talking about the all AI ecosystem. And I think we're in the stage, and probably a lot of people also left blockchain because they thought, okay, AI is cooler. Because there is adoption, right? There is money, investors, everybody's looking at AI, including in blockchain. And that's become the hardest thing. But it's not only about the market, it's also about the experience, of the user experience. This is the standard today. You probably all know this screen. It's CMC, right? CoinMarketCap. This is not for my mom, by the way, right? If you go ahead, this is CertiK. one of our partners, by the way, great company. This is their screen when you land on Certic, you want to learn about what's happening in the market. Who can read this, to be honest? It's like you need to be a professional. So if you talk about adoption, and this is the tools we are bringing for retail or consumers, this is not a great UX. But things are changing, by the way, I'm going to show you. This is another view from Certic. And by the way, it's a great product, right? If you're a professional, it's a great product. This is how they analyze a token. I don't know if you can read it. Even if you open right now Certic, you can really understand what's happening here. It's impossible. So even to make the smallest decision in crypto, you need to consume so much knowledge, to be in so many communities, follow so many people just to take one action. But there is hope. So I'm not here to scare, I'm just here to share with you some insights what can be done. So this is what Certic done with us. They embedded one of our LLM into their interface, so when you want to learn about a certain token, you get like a generated answer. It's not blockchain, I will say, but we are abstracting the complexity of the information for a Certic user, so you can look at the screen and say, okay, this is safe. That's what I need to know, right? Because when you open your bank account, I know which bank you're using, I'm using ING, it doesn't tell you if, like, all this information. Just go ahead and do your thing. So this is huge improvement, and we see it more. If you go to CoinMarketCap, right, and you just look below, there are a couple of questions. For example, why Bitcoin price is up today. And this is what you will get. By the way, this is not our solution, but I'm just showing we're going to see more of it. How do we abstract the interface, the experience for the user, and simplify the information? We're not really helping people to become part of this economy. So I think AI is killing blockchain by hiding the blockchain, right? If we hide blockchain, we hide the complexity like you do every day with your smartphone. You never think about Google Cloud or MySQL or the code, JavaScript. Nobody cares. We need to hide blockchain better. And I think AI can help. But I want to take this conversation further. How the future is going to look like. Because using chatbot, it's nice. I will say it's also very old, right? Using AI to explain something. You can also do it by yourself. You don't need to go to Certic or whatever. But Certic has a better solution. Anyway, let's look about the future. I don't know if you know this product, if you've seen this video, but this is our future. We're going to have humanoids working alongside with us and helping us living our lives. This is not very far away, right? And this is just one example. And I think it's really important to understand this future. How our society is going to change, our relationship, our work, ethics, law, finance. This is huge, guys. This is really, really, really huge. And there are more of this, you know, if just you want to look at Twitter and see more videos, this is real, right? So before going to this Star World, I don't know, kind of future, AI agents are already here. And they're going to be everywhere, from your day-to-day apps, decision-making, voting, commerce. I don't know if you know, but Google is moving commerce to AI. So basically, they are killing e-commerce, killing SEO in a way. And this is going to change our society because society is going to be run by code. This is really important. One of the predictions that general artificial intelligence is going to be here in 2 years. If they are wrong, it's going to take 10 years. That's going to change everything that you know about yourself and everybody's around you. And if you think I'm dreaming, just open your Twitter, open your Instagram. Everything that you see is run by algorithm, right? Before AI. So your feed is customized to you, and what you see in reality is not real. It's a fraction of reality run by machine learning, which is a subset of AI. And we're going to see more of it. Healthcare, law, decision-making, your mortgage. If you go to a certain school, AI agent's going to run the game. I think it's a huge opportunity for blockchain. Because if I'm an AI agent, think about an AI agent, I don't have emotions. It's all about the impact. It's all about if I have currency, making money. And I want to build a better system of collaborating with other AI agents. And blockchain is the best example. Because right now, some of the AI tools are already using open source. Llama from Facebook is open sourced. ChatGPT, OpenAI is going to be open source. Google is just released 2 days ago. Gemini, CLI, open source. They realized that the future for AI agents is open source and public. And guess what? This is exactly what blockchain is all about. So if we develop infrastructure for AI agents to transact, to learn from each other, to save data, this is the future of blockchain, in my opinion, right? And the minute AI will give birth to AI, it will change everything. Today, 30% of the code being developed in Anthropic to develop Claude AI is generated by AI. Think about it. AI is writing code for AI. In 1 year from now, there is a chance that AI will develop new algorithms to develop new type of AI, new languages to develop AI. So with great power comes great responsibility. I don't know if you know Spider-Man, right? And part of the problems will be ethical. Like, how do we know AI agents are making the right decisions for us? Maybe they want to manipulate the economy. Maybe they want to manipulate Trump's election, right? Cambridge Analytica, if you ever heard about this. So we believe at ChainGPT, this is part of the future, and I think everybody needs to pay attention for this. How do we build new application, and we're building a blockchain layer to facilitate those interactions? How do we enable AI to choose blockchain? This is one of the couple of examples. So imagine AI, if everything is public, I can sell, trade, databases, algorithms, currency, right? Verifying against propaganda. I believe AI will have some kind of ethics, because ethics, it's about intelligence. How do you collaborate in bigger societies, bigger systems? How do they know that the decision-making is real? You're going to put it on a blockchain. This is one example, right? The next one, I think for AI developers to monetize, to keep this space of AI innovative, will put things on public. It's already happening. Hugging Face, Meta, Google, and the rest are following the open source, which is exactly the ethos of blockchain. Ensuring more, I will say, mature markets, when things are more open and transparent, and exactly this is blockchain, and you enable this for AI agent, it will create better economies. Models, right? Because they can transact. Imagine they have an entity and a wallet, they can work with each other to build companies. Again, logging their decision-making, logging their identity so they can prove each other without human intervention. And as I said, ethical is the biggest one, the biggest issue. How do we know that AI is real, the decision-making, the financial decisions? If you use an AI agent for trading, how do they know what is the decision he's making is for your benefit or for the agentic commerce benefit? Blockchain is exactly the solution for this problem. So again, this is the definition of blockchain. Verifiable, immutable, and distributed infrastructure. And that's exactly, I believe, what AI agents will choose to work with each other. So this is me. You can scan the QR code if you want to learn more about our work at ChainGPT, what we are building. If you want to talk about projects, Launchpad, Gintari is here. You can raise your hand. Or investment. And if you have any questions, please follow us or me, and you can approach me. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoy the conference.
Thank you, Sharon. And we're about to start with our last panel discussion for this morning before lunch. Do you guys think we're ready for the rise of on-chain AI agents?